To deliver the farewell address for the class of 2014, I'm happy to introduce Nicholas Ramsey.
Good morning, families, friends, faculty, and DeMatha brothers. It is an honor to be asked to give some of the final words before we head off on our separate ways and continue on in our careers. The day is finally here, the joyous day we've been looking forward to and working towards for the past 4 years. That celebrated day we thought was so far has swiftly arrived. We gather here to celebrate the accomplishments and efforts we have achieved as proud members of the DeMatha community. It feels like yesterday when we took our first steps in the DeMatha hallways, trying to figure out the rotating schedules, which building has 7301 or 410, and still trying to figure out how we ended up in a school with no girls. It is hard to put into words what it is like at DeMatha. This is because DeMatha is just something you have to experience. An experience that keeps all members of the DeMatha community intertwined for years, beyond graduation. We here at DeMatha are a privileged group of men. We have been a part of something great, part of an expectation, part of a legacy, and part of an experience. DeMatha is a place where you can speak freely about different styles of government, speak freely on difficult and controversial subjects, or even who's better, Kobe or LeBron. DeMatha is a place where you give up precious free time to go to a classmate's game because you want to support him in a sport you know nothing about. DeMatha brothers, if you look to your left and right, you will see that these men are not the same boys in blue blazers that we saw our freshman year. As years have passed by, we have grown mentally, physically, and spiritually. DeMatha is a place of learning, but the learning we have had here isn't always American history or pre-calculus, biology or chemistry. The teachers at DeMatha are not subject to a specific lesson plan given to them, but are given the freedom to make it themselves, to actually teach their students in a way that benefits the class the most. DeMatha has taught each of us to become better men, to become gentlemen, not just scholars. Any teacher can teach their student how to add or multiply, to take a derivative or memorize some terms. We have learned from our teachers that sometimes it's more important to spend an extra hour with your family, playing in the yard, or just enjoying their company, than spending another hour studying. That in the long run, a 5 out of 10 on a quiz is not going to end your career and kill your GPA. That stressing yourself with endless APs and honors classes might end up hurting you more than helping you. That sometimes you need a free period to do absolutely nothing and just sit outside and talk with your friends. They have taught us to be balanced, that your faith is as important as your schooling and should be a part of your daily life. I believe DeMatha has truly prepared us for what is to come. One of the most interesting and unique aspects of the DeMatha student is not what we did here, but what we are going to do after today, after we graduate. We see the success of our alumni now. The Victor Oladipos, James Browns, Brian Westbrooks and Steve Danleys, the Tim Strackens, and the quiet, unrecognized successes of countless other stags. A common trend among these alumni is that they are some of the best at what they do. And that's what I ask you, my fellow stags, to do after this day. Be the best you can be at what you do. Whether it is the best teacher, officer in the military, running back, politician, priest, father, husband or son, be the best. As we continue on in our lives, we should never forget where we came from, those sacrifices our families made for us to allow us the privilege of a Catholic school education. Remember to pay it back in ways that reflect on your fellow Stags and DeMatha. In closing, this experience has been truly unique, and if you were not a part of it, it might be hard for you to totally understand. We have all started from different walks of life, but we finished together here at the shrine. This is a bittersweet farewell, as I will miss you all. I wish you the best in all your future endeavors and wish God's blessing on us all as we continue on in our lives. Be the best you can be and always stay humble as you grow into your successes. As our fellow alum Brendan Looney said, be strong, be accountable, never complain. Never forget your DeMatha experience and family. I love you all. God bless. Go Stags.